I don't think there's a woman in the right mind ongeza up kule platform azokhala acele uMzantsi Afrika wonke uba ulwele ijustice yomntanakhe. Kanti uyaxoka into enayo nje usixelele yonke into except for the truth. Ngubani odlwengula umntana repeatedly? Umbuzo umile. Ngubani? Ngoba ayingo principal wayengekho esikolweni ngalamini. I-alibi yakhe checks out. It was confirmed. He was not at school that day. Allegedly. So yeah, Nizaba strong. Iphinde ke kwakhona le genge ithi thuka mna ave nindanoya xa nindithuka. Like, you're so disappointing. Xa uthuka mna mntasekhaya, put some energy into it. Put some passion. Be aggressive. Sanibhoxa. Shock me. Surprise me. Ndithuke unshiye ndinentwa. Ndithuke unshiye ndikhutshwa. Le nto yenu msunu mnqundu wenza ubuhlobo omileyo. Duh, you can do better. I trust you. Sunbok, you can do better. Zibale phansi if you must. Alright. Yeah. Kwangakwakwa yayiqheliwe sisi. Ndiyazela. Ipati sisi zange ibakho. Why do you feel the need to mention it if it never took place? Sanjba, akho nto ndiyithethayo mna apha endingayivanga kumama kaToto. Ihagu yayixheliwe.
This hole is open. She can see, she says, she describes, I can see the poop. I can see it right here, it is. And then she takes the child to the doctor, who lifts one bum up and then says, sexual assault. I've never heard of that in my entire life. Now, what then happens? She then goes to the private hospital. What does the private hospital then diagnose Cwecwe with? They correctly diagnose her with constipation. The doctor then gives her laxative, probably Movicol, gives her laxative, and then the child passes the stool. After she passes the stool, she says about 1 liter of poop came out. That's because that is all the collected stool that has been sitting in her tummy for all this time while she was constipated. That is why it was so much stool at that point. That is how it happens, right? Now, it's called impaction. It means that the tummy and the rectum is now impacted with too much stool. And that is why the child is in pain and can't poop and, right? So now they correctly diagnose her with constipation. They manage the constipation by giving her laxative. She passes the stool. And even Cwecwe herself in her other one, the one that she did 3 months ago, before she polished up her story, after she had fought with every other police officer that you could think of, right? She then, in that clip, she says, after she passed the stool, she said, you could see that she just got relieved. That should have been the end of it. But because she had just gotten a word from a doctor, apparently, that her child was now raped, she took it further. She went, she opened.
Sorry, Gogo. Sorry, Gogo. Gogo, they are also asking you that you need to explain the front.
Yes.
The front. This is exactly why. The mom, in her initial podcast, in the first one, the one that she did 3 months ago. It's on this, what do you call it? It's called the Informer newspaper. 3 months ago, Cwecwe correctly explains that the doctor could not see any penetration in front. He never said there was penetration in front. She says it herself. But there was a problem at the back, which I've just finished explaining for about 20 minutes. Now, if you can't find, and over and above, in order for you to even find
Gogo, please, did you listen to that podcast?
Which one?
The one that you're actually talking about. They said that the guy did pull on both sides, but the impact was more on the back.
Yes,
Yes,
correct.
that is precisely what I'm saying. In the other one,
no, that's not what you're saying.
Mr. B, wait. She was explaining that part of it was not like that. She was explaining what it's constipation, and she was giving us step by step why she thinks so.
No, I'm talking about the front now, not the back. She has to explain what happened at the front.
No, the first podcast that she said she didn't. She said there was no penetration indeed because the video was played here.
She said it herself. She said it. There was no penetration at the front.
There was a video that we played here
guys,
on this.
Listen. You know what happens? Listen, I think what we need to do.
Let her finish, guys. No, I would like to hear what she has to say. Then we can have a pushback.
But bongani yakhetha wena Shem.
Guys, but this is not I listened to that video.
Guys, let her finish and then we'll have a pushback.
Can we see the video that she says there was no penetration at the front?
Yes.
We paid it for you, Zonke. How? You were here, we paid it for you, specifically for you. How?
Oh,
Stop
please.
being a fool here. How? You were
I
here.
know what
Tando went to play the video for you.
Wena?
Let's
continue. This lady Tando came here, played the video specifically for Zonke, for her. Why now she wants us to go back and then and play the
guys, it's fine. It's fine. Look, she's gone now. Let's just continue. Let's allow her to continue.
How, guys?
Continue, Coco.
Umama kaCwecwe akazange athi there was no penetration. She said there was no deep penetration.
That's in the podcast 2 weeks ago, the one that she was building evidence now on her own. And to show that Cwecwe has been building evidence. There's this allegation that she has that Cwecwe was drugged. Now, if you listen carefully to this part about the drugging, the part about the drugging came because Cwecwe's mother, in her meeting on the 2nd of December with the Department of Education, with the principal and with herself, there was a person from the Department of Education, just a normal person, right? No medical expertise, no anything. Just an employee at the Department of Education said to her, you know the way you're narrating your story, Sissy, you know, the way that she can't remember being raped. It's possible that maybe Lamtwana was drugged. Maybe that's why she can't remember. Fuck all. This is Cwecwe now. After this, you must remember, according to her, this happened on the 14th of October. We are now 2 months into her incident with her child. Now, 2 weeks after this, she says on the 22nd of December, she says she's sitting at work and she picks up the phone and calls Cwecwe. When she calls Cwecwe, she says to Cwecwe, can you tell me that story again? According to her, she says to Cwecwe, can you tell me that story again? And then Cwecwe says to her on the phone, she explains the story about her sweeping the class and then she says, oh, but you know, Mama, suddenly I can remember. Suddenly now Cwecwe can remember that she smelled a burning tire. This is only on the 22nd of December that this child suddenly remembers a burning tire. 2 weeks after someone suggested that maybe this child can't remember because she was drugged. Mara, for a whole 2 months, Cwecwe could not think of herself smelling anything that could have drugged her. But just 2 weeks after, Cwecwe on the phone with her mother, not in the face-to-face conversations that she has with her mother every day about this incident. Suddenly, Cwecwe remembers this, and that's when the mother picks up the phone to call the investigator and say, yeah, but Cwecwe just told me that, in fact, she remembers smelling a burning tire. Maybe that's what dragged her. Suddenly, this child remembered. After
Bongani,
phone.
Bongani,
Okay,
if
can
it's
I ask
possible,
you?
I would like to ask her questions when she's done because I've
Same, I want
recorded
to ask.
everything in my head. I would like me and her to have just, even if it's 3 minutes. And then
That's
can
fine.
she then, yeah, and I would like you to answer me in simplicity. Don't drag anything so that we can keep up to the time.
Now, Lord, let's go back to the findings, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you start to diagnose, you first, Akiru, you're suspecting because you suspect, right? As a medical professional, you suspect. Now, and then you have a differential diagnosis, and you must first eliminate that constipation first through anal deglutition, and then you eliminate that cause, and then you can deal with, am I still seeing the same presentations at this point without this constipation? Now, the way that she explained the hole, she grabbed a tissue that was next to her and she said, this is how big it was. Now, my question is, if that tissue was not next to her, that she could just pick up and show and illustrate with, what would the size have been? Would she have still shown us around the same size, or did she show us that hole because it was the closest thing next to her that she could grab?
No, that's crazy. Like
It's
saying that is crazy.
it's a
Janelle, let
question.
me-
If that tissue was not sitting there, would she have still illustrated that size of that tissue hole to say that this is the size that my child's rectum was? Or did it just be a coincidence that the tissue is sitting there, so she grabbed it and said, yeah, this is how big it was? What if that tissue was not there? All right.
Can I quickly explain something when I Bongan gets
Wait,
tossed?
let us finish,
No, no,
brother.
no.
Because
Before.
I want us to for her to finish, and then we can all ask questions, and then we
No,
move
no.
on.
This is not going to be a question, my brother. I just want to explain something about is tosser, just a toss, because I see,
No,
guys,
but
what you
Mr.
are
B,
doing.
wait for her to finish. Mr. B, wait for her to finish, please.
But she keeps on saying things wrong because that thing
No,
was said
it's
in
fine.
toss.
You can come in and say things right. Let her finish, please.
All right.
Yeah.
You have your findings that you are now suspecting with. Now it must be confirmed through the forensics, because now you are going to take samples from this child's private parts. You have checked the hymen, whether that hymen is broken at this point. In the absence of any known sexual activity, that hymen should be intact. I want to see what he has reported about that hymen in that medical report that the minister was reading from. Has there been, what kind of injuries did he note besides the dilated rectum in that report that we are referring to? Right. Now you move on to the forensics. You say the samples must tell me now whether my suspicion is correct. The sample gets taken, and then you tell the mother, I'm suspecting. I'm not sure yet. I cannot tell you that your child has been raped. We are going to find out. You take the samples, you send them to the lab, you fill in the J88, those get sent to the lab. The grape kit basically should be filled in, right? And then now, because she says she took the trouser of the child, which had blood, and she also gave that to the lab, right? Those two things were tested. So the kit is now tested. The sample that came back, there is no foreign DNA, right? In other words, there is an absence A of the child reporting any violation. The child never reported any violation. There is an absence of foreign DNA at this point. The mother took a pants that she claimed had bloodstains. Today, this morning, I was listening to her on a live. I have a recording. She said that pants came back from the lab. It is not blood on that tracksuit. The blood that she claimed that she saw on the pants came back from the lab. It is not blood. There is no blood on that tracksuit. There is no foreign DNA. The sample taken from Cwecwe, there is only Cwecwe's DNA on herself. So how are you going to back up rape medically in that instance? You may ask.
You know, my sister. Yes, sis. My sister, you are killing me. You are killing me. My sister, my sister, you're doing such a great job. And these people, they don't want to look at these facts. These people are determined. They are willing to bet their houses, bet their salaries, bet their financial standings. They want someone to be guilty. They do not look at the possibility that this woman either could be making things up or that there maybe be a person within the family that committed this crime. They're so fixated. They're so fixated that it be the principal. It's wrong. These people are wrong. These people are destroying the principal's lives.
But
And
for
these
sex,
people-
man, you call them the guys. Nonsense.
Nah, you want Mr. B.
Yes,
Mr. B.
you are. Guys,
Mr. B.
I mean, guys, how are we going to have men who speaks like this on such incidents? And then we allow this nonsense.
But Mr. B, there's no case.
No,
There's
I mean,
no
apart
proof
from
of
that, we cannot
raping.
allow this boy to talk like this. I mean, we
What
are
did he
still
say?
wrong.
What did he say?
Oh, I
What
feel like I
did
can
he
say
say?
it, man. No, guys,
Mr. B, what wrong did he say?
If check moon, check.
Mr. B, what wrong did he say?
I mean, she was not supposed to be saying this. What is it that he's saying? Has he listened to what this woman is saying? Ukok.
We're asking you, Mr. B, like, what wrong did he say? What wrong did the red say?
No, but has she listened? Do you, guys, me, we always on the same.
No, but you are emotional, Mr. B, now. You're emotional now.
Not emotional. No.
But then what wrong did the red say?
Guys. No, guys,
But I'm asking you, Mr.
can
B,
never
what
tell
wrong
me
did the
that
red say?
emotional. This
Say
is
something
nonsense.
that
This
the
guy.
red. No,
Guys,
listen.
wait. Let me finish up.
I'm
Cwecwe.
asking you a question, Red. So, when Mr. B, what wrong did the red say?
What nonsense is this guy saying? He's saying that this.
Don't say nonsense.
So
Quote
I'm
him
talking
when
to
he
me
said
now.
something and say this is
No,
wrong.
are you
Quote him
talking to
when he
me
was
now?
wrong.
Do you want me to answer the question?
Quote him when he
Guys,
was wrong.
This guy, he cannot be saying that these people, they want these people. They're accusing of whatever.
It's
They're
his
talking
view,
about this.
Mr. B. It's his
It doesn't
view. It's his
matter.
view.
It doesn't. No,
No,
listen.
it matters.
No,
It's
listen.
his
God.
view.
Webber,
No,
it
it's his
doesn't
view.
matter. Webber, it
It's his
doesn't
view.
matter at all.
No, it matters.
Webber,
It's his view.
Webber,
Mr.
this
B,
guy
no,
is saying
no,
shit.
don't do that.
He's saying, no, don't say me that. I
Which
must
shit
not
did
do
he
that.
say? It's his
No,
view.
Ngwe-
It's
Ngwe-
his
no,
view.
no, Ngwebe. Even
It's
if
his
it's a
view, sir.
but there is a respectable way of saying your view.
No, you know,
Yes.
you
No,
are now
no,
being
no, no,
emotional,
no.
Mr. B.
Guys,
You're being emotional
don't
now.
tell me about emotions,
Mr.
Baba.
B.
You know me better.
No,
You know me
Mr.
better.
B.
No.
This has nothing to do with emotions.
No, you're
Absolutely
being
no.
emotional. Then why are you insulting
No,
Reds now?
there is
Why did you
nothing
insult him?
emotional with this thing.
You
I'm
are
here to-
emotional. Why did you
Why?
insult
Have you ever seen me being emotional? Have you ever?
You were.
Where have you ever seen me being emotional?
You are
Listen,
emotional
listen.
right now.
No,
Why
no,
did you
no.
insult
Where,
Reds?
where have
I'm
you
asking
ever
you,
seen
Mr.
me
B,
being
why
emotional?
did you insult Reds?
Where did you? No. When it's nonsense, it's nonsense. This boy can't talk
Then
like
say,
this. Man,
say your side.
Mamelana, guys. Wait.
Your side.
We cannot
No,
allow
let's
a man
wait.
to disrespect women and
No,
disrespect
you
like
say
this.
your side.
No,
You say your side.
guys.
You say your
No.
side.
Me, I'm telling you, boy.
It's
If
absurd.
you were, you know, I'm telling you the honest truth. This is not a trend.
There's
If
no
I would
honest
know
truth
when
you're saying,
to
yeah.
talk. No, me, I would deal with you, bruh, like nothing. Very easy.
Mr. B, stop
No,
this
I
thing.
would go to his house and deal with him.
Stop this thing. No, stop this thing. You can't. Now you want to insult the Red for saying his mind. And you've got an opportunity to say what you believe is true. It's the same way Coco was saying something that she believes. So now because she's saying something that you don't agree with, then it's bullshit. It doesn't work like that.
Hello Mzansi, welcome to Mgosi Mzansi. If today is your first time visiting this channel, please do the right thing and click the subscribe button, and also don't forget to smash the like button. There's this person, this mama, Alutibita, mother of the son. Lapha TikTok was always dragging Koko's mom, saying that she's a liar. Uyixola, yes, her child was raped, but not by the principal, by someone losekhaya lo makamvikela ku guys yokuningi. Uthi lo makele khani bantu bathi bamphendula bamdraga benda ama-video bathi uyahlanya vele the following day avuke ngalenye, like every day when ama-video, and uthi she'll never even turn off her comments because akasabulutho yena, and she stands for the truth. Kesana people are saying ukuthi uyahlanya wena, what hidden agendas do you have with Cwecwe's mom? Uthi lutho ntombo, anginalutho, but mina I stand with the truth. Uthi nina uma ngabe uyadamba nibona ama-loopholes kule story kweni loko, but yena uma nje niliqiniso yena uyema emagameni akho ukuthi lo make lona akasitsheli yonke into, ugijima laphana akuma-public platforms ufuna i-justice for mntwana wakhe. Ushiya abantu labayindile lento labayisendile lesihlakalo lesi lakhuluma ngazo. Guys, kubuhlungu shem, kubuhlungu kakhulu, cause right now kwathina sesiyadunga kade ingcondo sidide, kade ingcondo lo kusho lo usho loku, like nje hlezi nje kukhulunywa ngale ndzaba. Please do comment what you think below down on the comment section. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. This is the end of my video. I am signing out. Goodbye.